Welcome back to Dead Island 2. A little bit of time has passed since the last time I played. It's been about, 2 hours? Something like that. But I got my kids squared away, and now it's time to see how much further I can get. So I don't know what to expect from this story, because let's have a look at the map real quick. So I started up here at this house, and I came down this way, and I think I got pulled into this house. And now I'm headed down this way, so I'm trying to get down here. Now, I'm assuming that's not going to be the end of the story, so I'm probably going to get down here and find out some disappointing twist that sends me back up this way, or maybe what I'll do is I'll unlock an entirely new map that's off this edge that expands the world, or I don't really know. So that's kind of my goal. Like, I'm not planning on streaming this entire game, but I do want to at least, get a sense of how the game works, how it fits together structurally before we move on. One thing that I was pointing out at the end of the last episode, which I think is really important to recognize, because after I talked about it, I was kind of like, I feel like there's more I should say about this. It's about the structure of this world. You'll notice that, actually, let me just look at the map again. You'll notice that, the roads are very twisty. So like when I'm standing here, I can't see very far down the road because there's tall hedges in the way. So like if I'm standing here where it says Alpine Drive, I can't see where I'm standing here, where this Alpine Drive is, because there's a curve in the middle of the road. And a lot of the routes you need to take, a lot of these places in the road are actually blocked off physically. And you have to go through somebody's front yard, then their house, then their backyard in order to come out another door. And there's a really good reason for that. It's because they are simulating these zombies' bodies so thoroughly. So let me backtrack a little bit into this house area. I'm not sure if we should expect zombies to have respawned, because I was just fighting here. Okay, yeah, so I was just fighting here, so I have not re-cleared this place out. But the thing that you might have noticed in the previous episode was that after I fought a bunch of zombies up here, I went outside, I went down these stairs, and I went and engaged with more zombies just out here. And right after that, I went back inside because one of my viewers told me there was a weapon that I'd missed. Oh, look at this. This guy was not here before. And so Raneth Cord and I were kind of making fun of this. Oh, gosh, I forgot. I need to dodge, don't I? There we go. And now we have made this zombie at my mercy because we dodged him and then caught him unawares. But he wasn't there before. And so Raneth Cord and I were making fun of the fact that, just like in State of Decay 2, zombies will sometimes spawn into places where it doesn't make sense that they could ever be there, right? Oh, looks like there's a bunch of resources that I missed. Oh, and more opportunities over here. Hello.
Cool. I can take a shortcut through here.
Okay. Anybody else? All right. So I'm gonna take a few steps in here, engage with whatever zombies are here, and then I'm gonna backtrack.
Locked.
Oh yeah, take that.
Looks like I'm breaking in.
Oh. Oh yeah, take that with my prosthetic death leg. All right. So. Okay, so we've engaged with some zombies here. Now let's backtrack again and see if zombies have respawned in that other space. And I don't know what to expect. I don't know what rules they've set up here. But because they were there last time, it makes me think they'll be back again. So let's go have a look and see if my guess is right. It could be that after you do a certain number of... Okay, so they haven't respawned the zombies here. Oh, wait. Oh, they have. They have. There you go. See? Take that. Oh, yeah. So the advice that I got last episode where I learned to kick the zombies rather than trying to dodge them. My kick is faster, and I actually can keep them unbalanced, which is great. So Jedi Cytrix wants to know, okay, what did I miss? Is this a zombie murder spree game? It kind of is. Yeah, this is I don't know if it counts as open world. It is, I mean, it does seem to be open. I can, like I said, I was able to just backtrack. because I felt like it. So it is fairly open world, but it's a very sort of tightly winding world that's made out of a lot of separate little bubbles of space that are all interconnected like a little web. But the thing I was pointing out was, Raneth Court and I were joking last episode about the fact that the zombies respawn in surprising places where it doesn't seem like they should be able to spawn. Ooh, there's something fancy over here, but there's water and electricity keeping me away. What can I do about that? Is there anything I can do about that? I don't know if there is. I might learn a skill that lets me do something about this later, or maybe I can just... can I just skirt the edge here? Maybe? Oh gosh. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's just grab everything. Oh, my inventory's full. What? My inventory's full. Oh no, that was terrible. Oh, that was the worst. Oh no. Oh no, my inventory's full. Oh, I liked this sword. I've got a bunch of identical hammers. Let's just drop that hammer. So I want, whatever that green weapon is, I want it. Oh wait, did I get... Oh, maybe I got the weapon. Did I get the weapon? Doesn't look like I have a new green weapon. Wait a minute. And there was another weapon that I picked up earlier that I also don't seem to have anymore. What's up with that? Do I have another inventory? I don't think I do. I think this is it. So all I've got is these scaffold poles, these pipes, this, and this. I got a meat cleaver out of the kitchen before. I could have sworn. And I just tried to pick something up just now. Do they have some weird rule where if you try to pick up something and you have a full inventory, you don't get the thing? That would be nuts, right? That would be a crazy way to handle this. That can't be what they're doing. It can't be. Let's go back to that kitchen and see. Anyway, so I keep not finishing my thought. So let's see if I can actually finish my thought. So when zombies respawn haphazardly like that, or when it seems like they respawn and there's no particular rule about when they can and cannot respawn, or just they don't seem to be following the rules of the real world, where it's like if there's a place that's enclosed, zombies can't just suddenly appear in it. And you're like, oh, that's so silly that zombies are respawning. Why did they do that? Oh, dumb game developers. Why did they make those zombies respawn? It's usually for a really good technical reason. In this case, I'm pretty sure that it's because as I'm hitting these zombies, you can see their jaws are breaking, their faces are imploding, they're getting like slashes on their bodies. If I use a cutting weapon, they get slashes on their bodies. And a lot of them, they end up with missing eyes. Their bodies are able to change in a lot of ways, which means their bodies are expensive. Like the resources that are required to just run one zombie in this game. Yeah, okay, there's no weapon in here. I've really got to pay attention to what's going on there. Okay, I'm going to have some energy drinks so that I can get my health back up. So yeah, so these zombies, like they're extremely expensive, and that means that... Whoa, what the heck? So they're trying to give the impression that this is a city overrun with zombies. Except they're trying to do that in a situation where they can only afford to have, maybe 8 zombies on screen at once? If that. It might be less than that. Because if they've got that many zombies on screen, they're modeling so many things about these zombies and making them work in so many ways. Oh, that guy didn't go vulnerable when I dodged him. That made me sad. These zombies are extremely expensive, and so they can't have that many at once. And so they had to devise a way to create a world and a set of rules that would let them simulate having a world overrun with zombies while never showing more than, I think so far I've never seen more than 5 zombies on screen at once. Take that. And so when you see something that's weird and surprising like that in a game where it's like, why did a zombie spawn there? That's dumb. Usually it's for a reason. In this case, it's because they're trying to model zombies with like ridiculous amounts of gore fidelity. That's my guess anyway. I mean, I'm not on the team. I've got no idea for reals, but like this is what I would assume as a game developer. That because these zombies are doing so many expensive things per zombie body, they can't show very many zombies, and so they devise an entire world, an entire set of rules around the fact that they could not show that many zombies at the same time. They have to aggressively cull zombies everywhere you go. So if you enter one space, they have to aggressively cull all the zombies behind you out of the world, and then forget what those zombies were doing. They have to not just like stop rendering them. They have to forget those zombies exist to make room for the new zombies that are coming in, and that means that they have to have a system where each time you enter a space, the previous space loses all its zombies, and then when you re-enter that old space, that space, having no memory of what you did to the zombies while you were there, has to recreate an appropriate set of zombies that seems right. And so you end up with, if you as a player remember exactly how many zombies were there and exactly what you did to them, you might feel like, well, that's strange. That doesn't look the way it was supposed to, and you might have a weird reaction to it. But but if you enjoy the fact that these zombies have this incredible gore, then what you're doing is saying, I'm okay with them doing other weird things with the zombies. Like things like this are always trade-offs. You can't just make a game that does everything perfectly, where it's like, oh yes, every zombie has this perfectly modeled body that responds to my every hit and is capable of all these crazy gore animations. And also, there are 1,000 of them on screen at once. And also, I can go wherever I want, whenever I want. I can climb any wall. I can, fly around in a helicopter. Like, you can't have everything. And so when you're building a game, you have to decide which thing am I going to give the player and which things am I not going to give the player so that I can fuel the thing that was important. Like, what's important, what's not important. And we need to sacrifice the unimportant things so that we can have the important things. So Jedi Cytrix was suggesting back, you know what, I'm going to try this. Back at that electrical trap, she was suggesting that I might be able to destroy that electrical box. And actually, since I've got too many weapons, maybe this is a good chance for me to get rid of one of them. Let's just see if that would have worked. So let's open my weapon. Let's grab a weapon I don't care about, like these hammers. I don't love them. Let's throw the hammer at the electrical box. Oh, wow. Okay, so that made more electricity at first, but then it stopped. Oh, and I can pick up the hammer again. Cool. I don't get any resources out of that, unfortunately. So, yeah, so the mysterious disappearing weapons, though, that's really bugging me. I'm not sure why that happens. Because I picked up a cleaver from the kitchen at the end of the last episode, and I just picked up whatever weapon was across that puddle, which, if I'd listened to Jedi Cytrix earlier, I might have avoided damaging myself on. I didn't get... It said my inventory was full, and then I didn't get the weapon. And it's making me wonder, do they have a rule set where if you pick up a weapon and you don't have room for it, they destroy the weapon? Because there were some, like, resources on the ground. Did it just transform the weapon into resources and make me pick up the resources instead? That seems like a really bad move, because I'm not paying attention to my... If it works the way I'm describing, I'm not paying attention to my weapon wheel. I don't know when I'm full. And there could be an amazing weapon on the ground that I could lose. Okay, let's test this out. Okay, so burnt timber. My inventory is full now. Let's try to pick up this scaffold pole. I'm pushing the wrong button. Okay, so I'm not picking it up at all. Okay, in that case... Okay, so I've got one weapon that is green in color. It's this one. I could have sworn that it was some kind of meat cleaver that I picked up in the kitchen, and whatever I picked up off the ground at that puddle, I don't think it was one of these standard issue, boring weapons. Like, I feel like I've picked up a bunch of these already. So I don't... Okay, now that we've tested out the idea of trying to pick up a weapon when my inventory's full, it doesn't let me do it unless I want to switch the weapon. So I don't know. Now, I do kind of like that sword. It's only 44 power, though. I'm sure I'll get a better one. I don't know what happened then. I had a theory that they were just destroying the weapons when I picked one up, but I can't make it happen again. I can't reproduce it. Oh, what's this? A sign pole, and it's power 75? So let's grab... Let's replace this one with it. Okay. Let's try to use this. That... Yeah. I'm trying to reproduce it, but I can't, so I don't know. I don't know what I did before and why it broke or why I lost those weapons. That was really, really strange. So maybe it's a bug. Yeah, Jedi Cytrix is suggesting it might be a bug. Maybe it's a bug. I don't know. Okay, this is a very slow weapon. Wait, what was that? Oh, wait, I threw bait by accident. That's right. Okay, this thing is powerful, but it's slow. Am I still hearing the zombie go down the stairs? All right. What is... Okay, before I go downstairs, let's search this upstairs. Make sure I'm not missing anything cool. It needs a goat pen... Wait, why is this called goat pen? Goat pen master key? Oh, hello. Would you like to come and fight? Oh, falling down the stairs hurts zombies. Nice. Oh, hey there, Ranithcord. Great. I'm so bad at reading what Jedi Cytrix says. Ranithcord, I need you two to be able to talk to each other. Thank you for showing up. I'm just so bad at reading the chat. Okay, so we've got... Okay, I need to remember to kick these zombies. Keep them from hitting me. Oh, I just broke this window, which means I gotta deal with this. Wait, Goat Pen Troy. Okay, so he is a named zombie. So he probably has got a key. Oh. And I just... Okay, so that weapon, it was an improvised weapon, which means that has low durability. But... We've got a key card now. So let's grab this stuff, including some food, and let's pick a new weapon. Okay, so the sign pole, it's got... Okay, this weapon's got the highest power. This one's pretty good. This is boring. So let's use this guy. And so it said something about a lockbox. Is it this? Okay, this needs Brock's safe key. Okay, so I did get the master key, I think. At least I'm assuming the key card that I got is what is going to open this door that I found over there. Oh, unless... Oh, it's this door. Is it only this door, or can I also open this over here? Oh, it looks like... Oh, no, I can't. Okay. What about the front door? Can I open that? No. Oh, wait. I can. All right. I am losing my way, though. Where am I? Ah, okay. This place. Gotcha. I know where I am now. Cool. Let's see here. All right. So now I just opened this door. Let's go up and see what I find. Oh, I'm just back here. Well, dang it. Where is this Brock guy? Okay, I'm hearing a lot of screeching. Okay, there's somebody down there. Is there a good way for me to get down there? I mean, I can see a bad way to get down. Let's see if we can figure out a good way to get down. Oh, it's busting this window. Oh, sorry. It's a door. There you go. All right. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's just a light. Okay. It looked like it had an interaction dot on it, but it was just a light. Jedi Sectrix asks, do zombies drown? That is a good question. By the way, this is a very unsafe house. Like, what the heck is going on here? I'm nervous about going down there. Ah, okay, let's go this way, yeah. My mission here is telling me to go this way. Hey there, you two. Ooh, is that gonna explode? I don't know if that's about to explode or if it's just gonna have a jet of flame coming out of it. I'm nervous though. I'm gonna keep my distance from it. Anything I can pick up around here? This is locked. Opens from the other side. Can I open this? Looks like no. Is there any way into this area of the house? Okay, so I could just go around. If I want to just continue, I could just go around like that, but I don't want to do that. Were they shooting a... They're shooting something? What the heck were they doing? This place is called the Goat Pen. Is it some kind of, like, live streaming show? The environmental storytelling here, I mean, clearly somebody put a lot of time into it. I'm having trouble telling what the story is exactly. I don't trust dead bodies. They could all be zombies. Okay, it looks like people can gamble here. What is this place? Oh. Goat Pen Dan. So they said that named zombies might have special loot. Looks like he didn't, though. I don't trust your dead body. Oh, now my weapon broke. Great. Well, let's drop these guys and switch to this one. Haha! I got headshot aficionado. There you go. Just making sure, you know. Oh, he's trying to come down the stairs. I mean, I've seen worse zombies trying to come downstairs. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll totally drink that right off a zombie's bloody corpse. That's totally fine. So yeah, when it comes to the question of whether zombies drown, I mean, in this game, it looks like they don't. They get electrocuted often in water that has electricity connected to it. Wait. This pool cue has 75 power? Really? Okay, well, I'm just gonna kill this 45 and 60. There's not a lot of, like, rhyme or reason to why different weapons seem to have different power levels. What in the world is the Goat Pen? What a weird thing to call your mansion. Like, it must be that they're filming a reality show here or something. That must be what's going on. Okay, so if I go up these stairs, I'm betting this will take me to someplace I've been before where I just didn't notice there were stairs. Oh, hello. Okay, that was me playing poorly. Okay, now and then, like, the sort of random physics sounds that come out of zombies that are sort of ragdolling sounds just like a zombie walking up on me, and so it freaks me out a little bit. Zombies with the skull and the nameplate are deadly. They'll tear you to pieces if you're not careful. What zombie with... What are you talking about? Not her. Why did it just tell me that about a zombie with a skull in its nameplate? Oh, pipe wrench. That one seems cool. Okay, did I get it this time, though? Okay, so it's not green. I thought that... For some reason, I thought because it looked special in the world, it would look special in my inventory. It's not. So maybe I did get those other weapons, and I just assumed they would look more special in my inventory, and they didn't? Is that what happened? I genuinely don't know. But yeah, it really kind of depends on your zombie mythology whether or not you should expect zombies to drown. Like, if the way that the zombies work in your world is that they are, like, for instance, supernaturally animated, then yeah, they should not be able to drown. If you got some kind of justification for their existence where they don't need oxygen and they don't need blood flowing through their veins, then you could also say they don't need to breathe, and so it's okay, they can't drown. But if you've got, for instance, like Last of Us zombies, oh crap, what is that? The Last of Us zombies, I think, are still alive, and like the 28 Days Later zombies are still alive. They've had their brains rewired, and they're aggressive, and they're serving interests that are not normal human interests. But, okay, this place was not worth... Oh, wait, what is this? Ooh, I can collect electronics. Nice. Alright, wait, can I... Is this a... No, I can't do anything with that. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, they were a runner, but they're on the ground. Yeah, I'm just incapable of leaving a place until I think I've done everything there. So there are a lot of disadvantages to having an artificial limb, but one of the advantages is you've got a limb that you can use to break glass without hurting yourself. I think in real life, though, artificial limbs often, like, using them can be painful. Because, you know, your body is built a certain way, so that certain parts of your body cushion other certain parts of your body. Like, certain parts of your body are very good at cushioning and sort of, like, taking impacts, taking your weight, and certain ones are not. And so, like, for instance, if you've lost your lower leg halfway down, you don't have, like, you know, your ankle joint and the ball of your foot to sort of take your weight. Instead, you're trying to, if you put an artificial limb on the bottom half of your leg, you're trying to make the middle of your shin bone take your weight. The middle of your shin bone. It is not made for that. And so walking around all day on an artificial limb can actually be really, really painful and difficult. Because your body isn't built to be doing it that way. Okay, so we've got electricity and water. So if this flows all the way to the electricity, the entire thing will become electrocuted, and now this shambler is going to get electrocuted. Take that. Ha ha. Oh, look at you. Oh, are you going to do it too? Yeah, oh, you liked what was going on with those other guys. You totally needed to do it too yourself. I understand. Okay, so we'll turn that water off. Hopefully it'll dry up because this is LA. Just want to see if there's anything over here that they were messing with. Okay, so it feels like there's a lot of locked doors in here that I never opened. Okay, before I continue, I really want to understand if, like, have I really looked at everything I can look at here? Or is there something that I'm missing? Okay, so unfortunately, zombies are just gonna keep respawning everywhere. Yeah, like, wherever I go, there's gonna be more zombies. And unfortunately, I don't think the weapons respawn, at least not at the same rate. So I could run myself out of weapons this way. Okay, let's go back upstairs again, just to let's make sure, because I went down a lot of stories from where I entered. I didn't go up a whole lot, right? Okay, no, okay, I went up here. That's right, I went up here. This was blocked off. Oh, more freaking zombies. I started up here. Have I been in this room? I'm not sure. Okay, I love that glass floors work like that. That's great. I feel like there might be a way into this room on my left, but I don't know. You know, maybe there's some sort of, like, mission that'll bring me back here. Okay, these are runners. These are scarier zombies than normal. Are they here because I screwed around? Like, did I need to keep moving if I didn't want to deal with these guys? All right. I'm going to switch to this weapon. And, oh, hey. Oh, I can get a replacement? Sign pole? Nice. Okay, looks like the weapons do respawn. Just maybe a little differently from the zombies. Adhesive fasteners. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm just going to get out of here. We'll worry. Whoa, yeah! I thought this was where the stairs were. We will worry about the potential of this place later on. There's probably more I could have done here, but I'm not sure what it is. Oh, hey, so Jedi Psytrix saw that heavier zombie, and she was like, wait, is that body representation I just saw? Yes, so that is another reason, again, why I think it was important for them to really limit the number of zombies that they have spawned on screen at any given time, because the variety of zombies is so high. They're not just supporting...
Okay, back on track for the Halpern Hotel.
They're not just supporting one type of zombie. They're supporting a huge variety of zombies. And that is more expensive. Oh, let's use a med kit real quick. Which staggers the zombies around me because whatever. I got some blades. Collecting so much crafting stuff I don't even know what I'm ever going to do with. Here's a battery. Because that's how batteries work. I just love that Dead Island takes place in this fantastical version of reality where just stuff happens that only makes sense in a video game, and it's, like, totally fine. Like, I don't have a problem. I make fun of it, but I don't have a problem with it at all. Oh, yeah, so... Jedi Psytrix... But, yeah, so they had a huge variety of different zombie bodies. And everything, which again makes them more expensive. And then Jedi Psytrix also says, "Hey, that dude looks like he just ate your face. How are you okay with this?" So yeah, I've also got a zombie bite on my arm that I apparently recovered from. And as Ranithcord points out, ooh, okay, so okay, hold on before we go there. So this map is just one of multiple maps. Okay, so that's part of how they're making this, you know, game work, is that they're really dividing things up. Oh, and they've marked the lock boxes that I can't open yet. And there's a fuse box. I love this. Okay, so there are so many Metroidvania style games where there are doors you can't unlock at first, and eventually, you know, if you get the right power, you get the right consumable or something, and you're able to open it. But they won't mark them on the map. So you find the thing finally, and you're like, crap, where was that other place that I was supposed to use this thing? I really appreciate that they mark all of these locations for me, so I can go back and find them later if I need to. Very, very, I don't know, player-centric of them to do it that way. But yeah, so my character is able to live through a lot. Ranithcord was pointing out that my character started the game by being impaled through the stomach, and fixing it by just ripping the thing out, pouring some airplane booze on it, and then bandaging it, and now I'm fine. But I think they might be justifying my sheer resilience by the fact that I am weirdly both infected and immune, so I might have some strange interaction with whatever is causing the zombieism that's making me capable of surviving things that most people don't. Which, you know, I mean, if you're gonna have a world like this, might as well give your protagonist an excuse like that to stay alive. So Jedi Sectric says, awesome, realistic bodies with unrealistic healing powers. Check. You know, I have much appreciation for the work they're putting in to make those sorts of things viable. Yeah, so, I mean, one thing that I really love about, like, what Epic has been doing lately, like, they've been trying to create this system called MetaHuman that lets you make really, really good character models using sort of, like, central technology that's shared across everybody who's using Unreal, letting you make really convincing well put together character models that look human and that can do, you know, like with their animations and with their texture, with their shaders and everything, really convince you more than past models, you know, that a character is human. Now, there's a lot of individual teams and individual, you know, technologies that have been built, you know, across the industry that allow some teams to do that really well and some teams not to. And so the fact that Unreal is really investing in it, the fact that Epic is really investing in that with Unreal, it's a cool thing because it means that more people are going to be able to do this stuff without having to be the experts in the industry on it.
Okay, find a Halpern hotel and tell the authorities that immune Amy would like a word.
Okay, so now I've got Shuriken. I'm not sure what I can do with Shuriken, but I can't wait to find out. Oh, that was pretty effective. Okay, so it looks like I throw a collection of Shuriken that do high damage to zombies.
Are still alive.
Oh. Crap. Wrench it is. I'm trying to remember what these are called. This is a JLTV, something like that. So I saw a convoy of these vehicles today. So I live right near a FEMA station. And I as I was driving home today for my daughter's school, I ended up in a convoy of I think they're JLTVs, something like light tactical vehicles, something like that. But I was in a convoy of those things, which was a lot of fun. Okay, look at this. Okay, somehow those crazy weapons I picked up, the golf club, the heavy wrench, the claw hammer, and the slaughtering cleaver, I do have them. I did keep them, but I'm keeping them somewhere weird. It's like up here, these are the weapons in my weapon wheel. And up here, these are the weapons in my butt? Like, is that how this works? Like, I can't... Why don't I have access to these when I'm in the game? And why couldn't I find them? Okay, so these are all better than these. So I think I don't need to... I thought maybe I would need to hold on to this and repair this because it was so valuable. But I actually don't think it's that valuable when I compare it to the other weapons that I've got here. So, let's scrap the weapons I have that are improvised and not as good. Makeshift sword is kind of cool, but it's not green. The green ones are the ones that are moddable. So really, all of these low value guys down here, I'm just gonna scrap. And then can I grab a weapon and like move it? Like I can fabricate stuff, theoretically. But no. Okay, how do I get something from here up to here? How does that happen? Because, like, okay, what is so this cleaver that somebody sent me back to get, this was the one that I was worried disappeared. I can apparently, okay, so it's got a perk on it called Slaughter, which increases its limb damage, and this increases its force, and then I can put a mod on it, theoretically. Can I put a mod on it? Looks like I can't. Why can't I put a mod on it? Because I could put a mod on this. Oh, can I I can repair this one. I like that. Let's repair it. I could put a mod on this one. Why can't I put a mod on any of these? Or let's see here. Can I upgrade? Yeah, so I've got no items. Are they only, okay, so I've got, okay, maybe they're just not, maybe they're only compatible with certain mods and certain perks. So like I can enhance this hammer and make it more powerful, though how to put it in my inventory, I've got no freaking clue. And again, oh yeah, so, but this, I need more electronics to do it again. So I can't do it with the wrench. But yeah, so none of these seem to be compatible with the mod that I had. Or do I have to fabricate it separately somehow? Whoa, what the heck? Okay, so I don't know how this works. And now I'm really curious, like, okay, how do I get... Oh, okay, that's what this D-pad symbol is. So I've got weapons that are not on the wheel. And I can add them here by cycling to them with the D-pad. So there's not a separate list of them somewhere. I have to cycle to them with the D-pad. Okay, so let's get this cleaver out. Man, we've spent... 2 of my episodes are largely about the fact that I can't figure out how the weapon system works in this game. But I feel gratified that I managed to figure that out, finally. So Raneth Cord. So Jedi and Raneth Cord were both making suggestions for maybe where the inventory might be while I was poking around. It looks like Raneth Cord is the one who sort of guessed it. There was like, click an empty slot and maybe you can select something new for it. So yeah, Jedi Psychic says, I feel like this is where the episode probably ends. I think you're probably right, Jedi. Like, this is probably a really good time for me to end it. I have been thinking that I wanted to at least maybe get to the hotel before I wrap it up, because I wanted to understand how the maps fit together, how the different sort of chapters of the game, the different major objectives fit together. But I do really like the idea of me getting that cleaver at the very end of the previous episode, and it taking me an entire episode to figure out how to equip it. That's just par for the course for me playing this game today. So, yeah, I think this works. So, 25 says, I wish we had this kind of map in State of Decay 2. I'm curious what you mean by this kind of map. Do you mean the very... actually, let me sort of pop back into the game for a second. Are you talking about the fact that this game has got a very, like, diegetic map? Where, oh yeah, here this is a new hotel map. That it's got a map that looks like an in-world map. Because State of Decay 1 had a diegetic map where it looked like it was an actual in-world map. Some object you might have picked up in the world. Where am I on this map? Oh, I'm up here. Okay, so I need to go down here and turn right, and I'll get to the hotel. Seems legit. So in State of Decay 2, the reason why we went with the much plainer sort of look of the map is that partly we actually moved away from diegetic looking UI. It's not diegetic. That's the wrong word. Diegetic means it's actually in the world. There's a different word for it. Skeuomorphic. Sorry. I think I've got another video somewhere in my past where I said skeuomorphic the entire video when I meant diegetic. This time I'm saying diegetic instead of skeuomorphic. But skeuomorphic, where it looks like it's an actual thing rather than looking like UI. And so we had that in State of Decay 1. In State of Decay 2, we moved away from it across the board. You'll notice that the rest of the UI also, like in State of Decay 1, you had a journal, you had all these physical things that were represented in the UI. And in State of Decay 2, we just moved away from that style altogether. Made the UI not, because that often adds a lot of this map is not as easy to follow because it's all scribbly and stuff. And so it doesn't give you nearly as much sort of like very precise knowledge of the layout of the map. So it can't be as precise because you're putting, and it also it takes up a lot of screen real estate with stuff that is extra, right? And so there's some advantages to going with a more clean UI that is just only doing the things it's trying to do and is not also trying to represent something in the world. And so that's one reason we went there. But there's also just, we were working on those maps and making changes to them very frequently throughout development. But we needed a map just to function in State of Decay 2. You need to have a map. And so we went for a method of map generation where actually we could just run an automatic process and transform our map of the actual level into the map that appears in the UI. And because we had that, we were able to generate new maps as the artists were working on building the physical map. We could keep generating new maps and always have an updated map that was accurate throughout development. And we could, at the very end, have decided to swap it out for a handcrafted map that maybe gave you more specific details and you know, a bunch of other information or an interesting style to it like this. But we didn't because it worked. You know, I mean, yeah, there's definitely, you could imagine better looking maps, but the map was functional and we had a lot to do. So we shipped the map that we were using throughout development, and I think it works. You know, I mean, it definitely does its job. I could see, you know, sort of the gap that you're seeing between the map we shipped and what you could imagine might have been an interesting and entertaining way to present a map. So Cogs says, if you don't want me to play State of Decay 3, use skeuomorphism. So people definitely have their preferences, and there's games that it works for better than others. And I think this game, it's trying to have this very sort of like satirical parody of LA sort of vibe to it. And I think the skeuomorphic maps really help with that. You know, it sort of gives you this sort of heightened and kind of satirical version of Los Angeles that sort of helps come through with these maps. So part of the artistic statement this game is making involves these maps, and which makes them a really good choice. And honestly, like, State of Decay 1, again, was going for that sort of kitschy old school Americana thing, and so having the kind of map you would pick up at a dinosaur-themed gas station felt right, you know, for State of Decay 1. And State of Decay 2, I think, didn't have as strong of that angle as State of Decay. State of Decay 2 didn't have that angle as strongly as State of Decay 1 did, which made the map and UI choices make sense for it. So we'll see where we go with State of Decay 3. Definitely not making any particular statements one way or another. But I think a game it has to pick the right UI for it, whatever it's trying to accomplish. So Jedi Cytric says, a great way to make it even more complicated, let players toggle between the two in the settings. I mean, that's certainly what Cogs would probably recommend. Because whenever Cogs makes a recommendation for a feature he wants, he also suggests that we should make it an option so that other people don't have to deal with it, but he still gets to have what he wants, which makes sense. So those are zombies, aren't they? All right. Well, again, like I was saying before, this is probably a good time to end the episode. So let's actually do that this time. So if you were watching this later on YouTube, I thought this was going to be the last episode, but I just got hung up hanging out in that house and chatting. So let's keep going and do another one and get to that hotel.